So my name is Stephanie Rhodes. Um, I just had gastric bypass surgery 4 days ago, and I'm home, doing good. Uh, the recovery process for getting laparoscopic surgery is so drastically shorter than it is for getting open surgeries. So this has been nice. I go to school full time and I work, so having a quick and easy recovery has been very helpful. Um, Pain-wise, I haven't really had any, which is, I guess I'm pretty lucky because some people have quite a bit of pain, I've heard. My doctors have told me all this stuff about pain, but I haven't had any. And my incisions have already started healing and no pain. The only discomfort I have is quite a bit of gas. Gas pain is pretty intense. And when it does finally come out, it's bad. It's bad. It's gross. So I try to be away from people best I can. So my mom had this surgery about 10 years ago, so I was pretty familiar with everything that goes along with getting this surgery and the sacrifices that you eventually have to make. So my doctor required that you do at least 3 months of pre-op appointments with his entire team, not just him. He has a big team. He's got a psychiatrist, so you can go and talk about your problems and why you're overweight and what your problems, whatever they are, you can talk about them. He has a dietitian, and you talk about, she gives you calorie goals and great foods you should be eating and protein. That is her favorite word. That is like the biggest thing when getting any weight loss surgery is get your protein in. He has an exercise therapist who gives you certain exercise goals and resistance training and stuff so you can build up your strength for after surgery. The stronger you are, the quicker your healing process will be. And then you meet with the surgeon and his nurses and his assistants and stuff. And he also requires you to get a sleep study to make sure you don't have sleep apnea, and lots of blood work. I felt like I was getting blood work every week. And then once all of that required stuff is done, then you go on a 2-week liquid diet, and you can have yogurts, cream soups, fat-free cream soups, broth, sugar-free jello and pudding, sugar-free popsicles, water, Crystal Light in your water. You can have all that stuff. But the goal of that is to shrink your liver. So when your surgeon goes in, they can lift it out of the way and it doesn't rip. That would be bad. And so you do that 2 weeks prior to your surgery. And I lost about 10 pounds during that. That was really difficult, actually, because my entire family wasn't on this liquid diet. It was just me. And in my house, I do a lot of the cooking. That's my job. And so I kind of was like, well, I think I can handle it. I'll continue to make dinner. And it got really hard because when I cook, I taste, and that's another issue. Like, I'm getting unwanted calories through that. And that's one of the things the psychiatrist pointed out is, I need to stop doing that. And so the first couple of times I did it, and I caught myself, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't be making these meals for my family anymore. I just can't do it. So after that little bump in the road, I really buckled down. I'm like, this is what I want. This is my journey. I don't want to be sacrificing anything. And so lost 11 pounds. got the surgery. I was only in the hospital for a day, which was nice. And then after surgery, you have to do another 2 weeks of the liquid diet. And if your soup had chunks in it before, you need to strain it out. If your yogurt had chunks in it, you need to strain that too. And be getting so much water and so much protein just continuously all day long. And I found that I'm not hungry. I don't have that urge to eat. And that is the first time in my entire life that has ever happened. So surgery's working so far. It's really cool. You also have to take quite a bit of vitamins. So I take a calcium, or a Centrum, that's what I meant, chewables, orange flavored. Just chew that twice a day. I also take a liquid calcium and vitamin D3 supplement 3 times a day. And my doctor recommended this, but you don't have to do this one if your levels aren't low, is a sublingual B12. So I take those every day. And I also have an acid blocker that I'll take for a couple more weeks before I don't have to take that anymore. So I don't have stomach acids. As far as getting up and exercising, you're only supposed to walk. And I found that walking is a little bit of a challenge. I get tired out very easily. I get kind of nauseous if I walk too far. Like today, I pushed my walking a little bit. I'm trying to going a little bit farther every day. And I went quite a bit farther than I did yesterday in the morning with my mom, getting just a little bit of exercise, getting the gases moving, building my strength back up, and it tires me out. And then I get back pain and stuff like that. But you just have to put on a good face because it'll be worth it in the end. So in the past 4 days, I've lost 10 pounds. And that's really incredible to me. I've never lost that much weight in that short a period of time. So hopefully that keeps going like that. I know it'll eventually slow down, but hopefully it'll keep going pretty quickly until I lose at least 100 pounds. So currently, well, when I first started this process, I was 335 pounds, which is so much for a 20-year-old. It's ridiculous. Can't even believe I got that big, that I am that big. It's mind-blowing to me. And then when I had my surgery, my weigh-in was 321. So I had lost like a pound or 2 before my 2 week. And then during the 2 weeks, I lost like another 10 or 11 pounds. So my surgery weight was 321. And so then I've lost another 10 pounds. So now I'm 311, which is really nice. So I'm really excited to be almost breaking back into the 200s. My goal for like Christmas time is to lose about 50 pounds. That's in 2 months. So I feel like that's a realistic goal, especially if I keep walking, keep eating the right things, keeping good head on my shoulders, and I have great family support. Like I said, my mom did this surgery and she's been successful, so she always has my back. But I was really surprised at how much support I was getting from friends, people I hadn't even talked to in so long. Like that, I posted my journey, what I was doing on Facebook, just to keep long distance family up to date on what was happening with me. And a lot of people keep it secret. I don't think it needs to be a secret. This is what I'm doing. This is the tool I'm using. And I'm proud of that. I'm not ashamed of my decision. So I'm not keeping it a secret. And everyone was so happy and excited for me. So it's been really exciting. And I've also been keeping a journal. And I recommend keeping a journal because when you want to look back and remember exactly, where your highs and lows were, you'll be able to look back and remember better and see, oh, this is where I need to improve. This was a rough time. What was happening that made it rough? And it keeps you inspired. Well, for me anyway. So I got a nice journal to write about each day of this journey. And I'll keep you guys posted as well about what's going on. And please leave some comments in the comment section about, your personal journey, struggles you've had, accomplishments you've had, and subscribe. Thank you.